Ever felt like you're part of an exclusive club with only 1% of the world? INFJs are the rarest personality type, and today we're diving into the quirks that only INFJs will recognize. From their superpower of reading emotions to their love of existential debates, these traits are so weird that they'll either make you laugh or finally explain why your INFJ friend is, well, INFJ. Let's crack open the INFJ mind. First up, INFJs are emotional sponges. They don't just feel their own emotions, they absorb everyone else's too. Walk into a room and they'll instantly know if your boss is stressed, your mom's hiding a secret, or your coworker's judging you for that questionable haircut. But here's the kicker, they'll never admit doing it. Why? Because INFJs hate being called too sensitive. Have you ever had an INFJ friend say, "Are you okay?" when you didn't even look sad? That's their superpower. And their curse. INFJs are so in tune with others that they can't turn it off. They'll even mirror your emotions like a mood mirror, which is why they're terrible at parties, unless the party is a therapy session. Next, INFJs are secret philosophers. They'll turn casual chats into existential crises. They'll spend hours debating the meaning of life, the ethics of AI, or why your favorite song reminds them of their childhood. But here's the weird part. They might struggle to explain their own thoughts. INFJs process the world through metaphors and symbols. They see a sunset and think, this symbolizes the impermanence of joy, not, wow, pretty colors, which is why they're terrible at small talk. Like, terrible. They'd rather discuss quantum physics than ask, did you eat lunch? Because small talk feels like a lie. Speaking of small talk, INFJs hate it. How's the weather? Isn't a question, it's an interrogation. They'd rather discuss the meaning of suffering than ask, did you eat lunch? Why? Because small talk feels fake. INFJs crave authenticity and they'll zone out if you're not being real. Next time you see an INFJ staring into space at a party, they're not being rude. They're praying for a meaningful conversation, or a nap, or a time machine to escape. INFJs are quiet leaders, but not the bossy kind. They inspire through ideas, empathy, and quiet determination. Think of them as the behind-the-scenes heroes. They'll rally a team with a heartfelt speech or a well-timed text, not a loud meeting. They're the ones who fix group projects without taking credit. Because INFJs care more about the mission than the spotlight, they'll lead with their heart, not a megaphone. INFJs are perfectionists, but they secretly hate it. They'll rewrite an email 10 times, overthink every decision, and panic if a plan isn't perfect. But here's the twist. They hate this about themselves. They're stuck between wanting everything to be flawless and feeling overwhelmed by their standards. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Even INFJs need to learn to say, done is better than perfect. But try telling that to their inner perfectionist. INFJs are I knew it gurus. They'll say, don't take that job, and you'll quit 6 months later like, how did you know? Their intuition is so strong they'll even sense when you're lying, and they'll remember it. They're not psychic, they're just really good at reading patterns, which is why they make terrible poker players, and terrible at keeping secrets. They remember everything. INFJs are master empathizers, but they burn out easily. They'll drop everything to support a friend in crisis, offer wisdom to a stranger, or comfort a coworker's bad day. But here's the catch. Their empathy is a double-edged sword. They absorb so much emotion that they often feel drained, overwhelmed, or like they're drowning in other people's problems. INFJs need alone time to recharge. Like a battery that's been overused, they're not being antisocial. They're just trying to survive the emotional storm in their head. INFJs are obsessed with what if. They'll spend hours worrying, what if I fail? What if they hate me? What if the world ends tomorrow? Their imagination is both a gift and a curse. They can envision utopias and dystopias with equal clarity. But here's the thing. They're also the ones who dream up solutions to fix the world. Their what-ifs fuel both their anxiety and their creativity. INFJs are the why experts. They'll ask, why do we do this? Or why does this matter? Until they're blue in the face. They're not just curious, they're driven to understand the deeper purpose behind everything. This makes them amazing mentors, but terrible at following arbitrary rules. They'll argue with you over the why of a task long after everyone else has moved on. So, are you an INFJ or do you know one? These traits might seem weird to others, but to INFJs, they're just how they're wired. They're the dreamers, the listeners, and the ones who'll remind you to care about what truly matters. Thanks for watching. If you love this, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for more personality deep dives. And INFJs, you're not weird, you're rare. Keep shining, even when it's exhausting.